NASA just dropped a bombshell. Their 2024 moon landing is in serious trouble, and what went wrong could change space exploration forever. But here's what they're not telling you. The clock was ticking. After years of preparation, NASA's Artemis II mission, humanity's triumphant return to the moon, was just months away from launch, with 4 astronauts set to orbit the lunar surface in late 2024, paving the way for the historic Artemis III landing in 2025. Until engineers, during a routine pre-flight stress test of the Orion spacecraft, noticed something terrifying: microscopic cracks in the heat shield, the very component designed to protect astronauts from 5,000-degree F re-entry temperatures. Cracks that simulations showed could expand catastrophically during return to Earth, potentially burning the crew alive. A nightmare scenario that forced NASA to confront an impossible choice: delay the mission by 2 years and risk losing the moon race to China, or launch with an untested fix, gambling with human lives. But the problems didn't stop there. Whistleblowers leaked internal reports revealing that the Space Launch System, SLS rocket S engines, already years behind schedule and billions over budget, were failing critical endurance tests, with turbine blades cracking under extreme pressure, a flaw that could lead to mid-flight engine failure, turning the rocket into a fireball. And as if that wasn't enough, a congressional audit exposed a $4 billion budget shortfall, money that had mysteriously vanished into contractor overruns and bureaucratic waste, leaving NASA with barely enough funds to complete Orion's repairs, let alone develop the lunar lander needed for Artemis III, a crisis that reached its boiling point when Elon Musk, watching from the sidelines, openly mocked NASA's antiquated approach, tweeting that SpaceX's Starship could land on the moon within 24 months. A direct challenge to NASA's authority, while China, sensing weakness, accelerated its own lunar program, announcing plans to plant its flag on the moon by 2026, a move that would humiliate the U.S. and rewrite the future of space geopolitics. But just as all hope seemed lost, NASA's administrator made a shocking midnight announcement. Artemis would proceed, but not as planned, revealing a desperate last-minute pivot to replace the crude lunar landing with a robotic scout mission, buying time to fix Orion and SLS, while secretly partnering with SpaceX and Blue Origin to fast-track a next-gen lunar lander, a move that sparked outrage among lawmakers but might just save NASA's reputation. For now, because with Russia and China collaborating on a rival moon base and private companies like SpaceX threatening to eclipse NASA entirely, one thing became clear: this wasn't just about the moon anymore. It was a battle for the future of space itself. And as the world watches, NASA's next move could either restore its glory or doom it to irrelevance. Closing hook: call to action. So what do you think? Should NASA delay the mission to keep astronauts safe, or risk it all to beat China? Let us know in the comments, hit like if you want to follow up, and subscribe, because this story is about to explode.